once you get Reality Rift, you just melt him down. And I think that this could be quite surprising. I mean, Parker seems to have faith in the CK, not a hero that I would have immediately expected. I'm a go with Infinity. I believe in their two main cores.
Okay. They did buff the cast range on Reality Rift, so it's even easier now to use the Ink Swelling lane than it used to be. 50 cast range might seem small, but can definitely be the difference here. They also buffed the pull distance from in the other patch. So, I mean, this hero, yeah, some
Okay, Strike
small
got a
nerfs here.
super slight buff.
Crit damage multiplier increase from 1.9x to 2. So the damage on creeps is a bit better, but the lifesteal, like I think you have the lifesteal on creeps, maybe
I think it
even
was
less
like
than that.
reduced to like 30% or something. Used to be half.
70% reduced by 70, so it's 30 of the total value.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean, it's still, if you crit higher, you technically heal more. Sort of.
Yes. It's so hard to calculate, right? Because you have a crit percentage, but then you have a crit lifesteal percentage. So it's like if you crit
Yeah.
140,
Bro, what are you doing?
so you hit 100, 140% would be 140 damage. You lifesteal 24, so that would be I don't know 30. But then your lifesteal is 30% of 30, which is 10, which is pretty low. It used
Yeah,
to be 100% of that. The difference is gigantic.
yeah, it is, but it was too broken. You
It
could
really
just
was.
like, you saw them also. They had like massive dots on them. They walked to some creeps, pop, 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 and they're back to half HP. You're like, no, this does not add up. Um,
Yep.
but of course, you can just eat up the enemy support or core and then just gain it from that. I think level.
Or you get the level 10 talent for 35% Chaos Strike lifesteal. But I feel like the other one's better. But it's something you can do.
Probably the other one. Actually, how
Yeah.
much? Okay, level 1 Reality Rift does 4 armor reduction. That's quite meaningful considering Centaur has 3.
6 seconds, right? Yeah, it's pretty decent.
I mean, level 1 it's 18 seconds, but also the one thing that you should never forget is the shard from the CK later in the game against the Luna. That is going to be massive.
What do you mean?
Luna, you stun the Luna, and then the illusion pops up to smack the Luna from behind.
I mean, it's so slow. Like you just meant to dodge that. Like that.
It's a, if you get stunned by
I
it,
think
it
it's
is
better
a
on the
stupidly
supports.
long stun. Yeah,
I feel
true.
like
But if you
the
do get
supports
stunned by it,
definitely.
it is a stupidly long stun, though.
True, true,
That's
true.
the one big plus. You get your CK illusions, especially if you're level 18 plus, and you just bash away at the enemies. He doesn't have a great Aghanim Scepter game, unfortunately, for the CK. Like, maybe Brewmaster's okay, but the rest
Yeah,
of
it's
his
pretty
team
bad.
don't have any great heroes to gain. That's a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, that and also like there's no dispels, right? I think in the past against Treant, there was definitely a couple of heroes where you could go out of your way to help your team and get the eggs, but this game, that global dispel isn't really meaningful too.
Okay, RoboZ under Ward Vision. In Park
Oh
walking up, gets a
boy.
stun onto RoboZ. RoboZ is going to get
Huh.
first blooded. Adrian in the tower. Will walk away. Can they get the kill? And yes, they do. Tiger gets a double kill. What's up with all these Grimstrokes getting all the gold?
I mean, I guess it's the sad, Chinese New Year, and I mean, it's been so long actually. What am
It's
I-
a while ago.
It's 2 months ago.
Do we have the dragon somewhere? No.
Yep, no dragon. Anyways, so again, I think Infinity got first blood in both games that they played against Heroic, and now they get first blood as well. So they've been pretty good at this first blood thing. Let's see if it's gonna pay off.
It was a nice rotation. They also have 2 wards towards mid, one on the Radiant High Ground, but also one behind it. Sorry, I had to sneeze right there, and I couldn't find the mute button.
It's all right. It's totally okay, my friend. So let's look at the lanes here. We have Prada and Shido, or Neko. He did change his name. In this bottom side against the Gyrocopter Brew. I would say this is definitely Radiant favorite, right? Have double auras, blue heroes, a lot of synergy here.
You know, I'm actually surprised. I was looking at the item builds on CK, and I would have expected that the hero would pick up Kanda, but no one does.
Oh, speaking of Kanda, they're gonna...
No, that doesn't work.
Yeah, no joke. But they did go the Snapfire. There is a TP available though, so this is not gonna be a problem.
That was a great start for the Grimstroke Tiger, already being able to send out his boots on the position 5 Grimstroke so far bottom lane. Let's see what's going to happen there. It's Brewmaster Gyrocopter lane. They do have a lot of damage if they can get on top of the enemies without support creeps nearby, but they're not getting the chance to pump out damage. And towards mid, I think Queen of Pain is actually one of the better heroes to handle Leshrac, even though Leshrac should still be fine, but at least you'll be able to steal all that HP away with Shadow Strike spam.
Yeah, I feel like in the past you would see Cops going for the Scream Blink build against Leshrac, just because if you went for the dagger, he would go for Split Earth, and it's just faster to hit you. But Split Earth has been ignored, although in this game, Pippi did go for 2 levels, so I do like his build. I think that's how you punish Quap, and sure, you're not going to have that Edict that got ridiculously buffed, but you do trade very well in HP if you get those consistent Split Earths off.
Yeah, it's of course a bit problematic to get the bottle sips going when you've got the debuff on you.
Gene Park!
Top side, Adrian. Yeah, he's really struggling with the lack of armor from the Reality Rift.
Yeah, those horses, they are big, but their hoofs just not very strong. Have you ever...
To be fair, the other one's also on a horse, so...
Have you watched those TikToks, like where they clean hoofs of horses?
Yeah, it disturbs me, even though it's technically normal and what they're doing, but it disturbs me in how much they cut off. It gives me the creeps.
It's so weird, like, you know, when you're cutting your nails and like, you get afraid because you're cutting too deep? It feels that, but like 10 times worse. Because, like, those hooves are so big.
Yeah, the horses are a weird animal that all of that is, they just don't feel. And they grab like pliers and like things that actually cut it off, and it looks like, oh, it's like you take away your fingers, like you cut it off and you're like, no, I'm just fine. What?
Yep, that's very true. Well, looks like they wanna take some of those hoofs off Adrian, but
taking a lot of damage from the Gyrocopter there, and that looks to be a kill. Nope, he has enough healing going on to stay alive. Once again, it does not get taken down. They tried their best.
It's
We'll have
another
another
game
run
where
soon.
the laning stage just seems to be so strong on one side. It was a 2k goal lead, it just bounced back to 1, but it does feel like Infinity. Every single core having the better time on the Dire side. That's with us kind of agreeing that their lanes are super strong.
Kiri up and pretty low. There's still Reality Rift, dragged him back. And Kiri is taken down by, again, Tiger dominating streak coming out. Adrian wants the man fight.
Prada.
but there's the Prada TP coming through. Tiger gets stunned up. Gym Park. Tiger would be a pretty nice kill if they manage to secure it, but with the Inkswell coming back up, it's going to be a jump onto Adrian, and the TP from Kiki joins in the fun. Prada will be smack daddy down, destroyed, while in the meantime, bottom lane, Shido dies because his Vengeful Spirit left the lane. So all of a sudden, both side lanes in turmoil coming through with that rotation from the Venge.
If you look at the win probability right now, it is 19%. Because I think Gaben's like, well, these lanes are supposed to be pretty strong. And there you go. Adrian here. He's level 3 against level 5 CK. Oh boy. Good rotation.
And good rotation indeed from RoboZ coming through with the Sonic Wave. They needed to recover somehow. What that means by mid lane, BP is having a pretty good time on the Lishrak. Top net worth by quite a margin at this stage.
Yeah, everyone. There's 400 difference between the carries, 1,000 net worth between PP and RoboZ, and there you go. That's another kill on the Venge.
Yeah, he tried to take gateway, got himself caught. PP is going to
Adrian.
dive underneath the tower. And the pulse damage is enough. Gym Park pushing the tier 1 tower. Gym Park's almost level 6 as well. Wisdom Room picked up by PP. Their own one is not even picked up just yet. Valkyrie is done and dusted. Double kill. Yeah, they're angry. Infinity want to win this game, it seems, within the next 10 minutes because they are well aggressive on their approach.
Kind of crazy how the odds between Heroic and Infinity were that far apart, and somehow these odds were close, but Infinity is just schooling AcatSuki, even though they honestly have really strong lanes. They're just outplayed through and through. Yeah, sure, there was the first blood, but it should never have this much of an impact in the early game.
Once if Gyrocopter gets a quick 6, same with the Grimstroke, which both of them are almost level 5. Gyrocopter's new ulti is really good in the early game.
Yeah. Rata.
Ooh, that was a nice sidestep, but will he be able to stay alive? Nope, is gonna get taken down. RoboZ though with the Sonic Wave counter kill onto PP. That's a big one. Demon needs to be careful. RoboZ wants to blink it. Does do it, gets the kill with that amplified damage and the healing salve in response. Gym Park coming through onto RoboZ. There's the silence from the other side. Tiger gets the Phantom's Embrace, looking for Kiri. Another Phantom's Embrace, but Kiri should be able to walk it off. And Gym Park looking to push the tier 1 tower towards mid.
I have no idea how Gym Park came from that angle, but he was definitely there. They do punish the Quapo though. Pretty sure RoboZ is still very happy. He was being absolutely demolished, and now he is not that far behind Gym Park and the Dire Boys.
The scarier part is Oscar's been just AFK farming in the bottom lane, and he's close to the Sacred Relic. Quick Radiance on him will be disastrous for AcatSuki because their heroes are nowhere equipped to actually fight against it.
Yeah, they really aren't. They don't have that much damage on the Brewlings, and they're already going for a smoke play here, maybe looking for RoboZ, looking for the Luna. They don't have vision on her right now, but they could assume where... Yeah, they know. Prada is nearby.
There's going to be the silence, Inkswell stun as well, and the Luna should drop down. And the intention to Prada, but he's already a little bit too far back. Shido taken care of. Tiger is close to Shido's net worth, and I guess I need to play more Grimstroke in my pubs again.
Yeah, it's just winning every game, right? Is it 100% win rate from the games we cost?
Yes.
So, huge stacks here coming from AcatSuki. They understand they need to kind of find a way for Shido to recover, but he's only level 6. He doesn't have the levels, doesn't have the items to really go through those stacks. And to be honest, even Adrian doesn't, right? I guess in the past, when Vanguard was more popular item on Centaur, you could deal with those tankier stacks. I'm not sure they can actually kill it. Okay.
The double edge is pretty nice. And Multi-Iron Will does keep him alive for a bit. He does need to be very careful, though.
He is not gonna take this.
Not alone, at least. And actually, he can't use...
Oh my god, this is so 10 HP. Alright, they're gonna do it. Oh my god. There you go.
That's dancing
So
with the devil.
close.
In the meantime, the mid tier 1 tower is being pushed in, while both of those heroes have no HP left, so they can't actually contest. Jim Park is farming away, but RoboZ actually has recovered nicely. He's going for first item Witchblade.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the item for this hero, to be honest. It's not much variance. It could go Mage Lair, but Mage Lair is definitely not bad in this game. But Witchblade, I think it's more kill potential,
he's
right?
going Orchid. I think that's a slightly better choice.
Against Slash, though?
I mean, Witchblade doesn't really...
He already has Uceptor. Yeah, he's very farmed.
I don't know, Witchblade feels to me like it's in a game where it's even, so you can kill the enemy supports. It's nice, but if you're behind, it just feels really... Oh,
I think
Oscar?
the same for Arky, though, as Oscar. They do get the stun. Second stun. You don't have the damage.
He doesn't even have to split technically, but is still going to go for the split there. Adrian on the run, but there's Jim Parkinson in from behind. And with the Phantasm Illusion, Adrian is quickly removed, chasing on towards the other side. Soulbind onto 2. Oh, the double lightning storm does so much damage. Sonic Wave comes out. The Yule's dodge of the damage from PP. Great stuff. Looking for more. Won't be able to actually get a kill with that play that they made. I don't know where Tiger is popping up from the entire time. He is literally just magically coming from the Aether to snatch away a couple of kills.
Yeah, I don't have the answer
504 on the Grim.
That's crazy. I mean, they had a really strong lane, and I guess the CK showing that, you know, if a lot of those other carries being nerfed, he can still hold his own. That's why I like Dreamstroke when you pick it with a strong lane, right? In the past, it used to be Jugger or I don't know, like an anti-mage can be very strong with it sometimes as well. CK is definitely one of the best pairings.
Definitely as like a lane fighting kind of hero, I think CK trumps all other safe laners. Maybe Wraith King can be also pretty annoying because skeletons in the early stage.
Monkey King's decent.
Yeah, Monkey King has its... Monkey King's downside though is that it's really squishy, which I think is the one big issue that you have when you play Monkey King. If the enemy has technically
Radiance up on Oscar.
Oh, that's
no
good timing,
though.
but he walked right towards his enemies, and as you said, no Primal Spring. Sonic Wave pushed him back. He is at half HP.
He got the Cinder Brew off. He has so much
still
evasion.
Not dead. Kisses comes through. He's going to look towards Product. He will drop dead. Rotation from the rest. PP controlling RoboZ jumps on towards the high ground. He's now stuck. Homing Missile chases him down, and a 3-for-1 pick-off trade comes into play. There's also a Blink Dagger now done on PP. He's going for the Kaya next.
This game's over. Like this game is I can't see how to come back. Like, you find this brew with no OT by himself. You Orchid OT, use all of your spells, and he survives. He just popped the Cinder Brew too fast. He had, you know, how much evasion really is it? It's like, it's
30% times 2.5, so you get 75% evasion.
Yeah, just way too much.
Which is pretty decent. In the meantime, PP finds Adrian with the haste rune topside, who was farming behind enemy lines.
No Gym Park.
He is aggressively running around. Gets Orchid silence. Oscar has the Radiance. Turns... Oh... Kiri will be dragged in, and yeah, Jim Park with the level 2 Phantasm. More illusions. The split was used onto Shido. The Luna lifted up into the sky, dragged back by Jim Park, and still secured for the CK. I'm loving this aggressive Jim Park because most of the obviously when he plays CK, he plays a bit more aggressive, but a lot of the Jim Park games tend to be farm for 30-35 minutes and then win late game with a Terrorblade or a Medusa that's stupidly farm. But this is fun. I'm gonna kill everyone I see, Jim Park. And he's trying to do that right now, but RoboZ gets swapped out. Soulbind though.
No.
Tiger with a great catch, and there's gonna be the drag back on both. Kiri tries to help out his buddies, but again, they get one, they lose three. That's just the way the game rolls.
Way too greedy by RoboZ as well. Like, he sees the Grimstroke, they had that high ground ward, and he just didn't blink. He was like, yeah, I think I can chill. Then he gets so bind, can't really do anything. This game is a 3%. Like, this is a draft where AcatSuki should be playing from ahead, or shouldn't be playing from behind at least. And look at Jim Park already setting up where he thinks the Luna's gonna farm. The awareness. Let's see. I think he's gonna be lucky. Although Shido does have that night vision. Oh, it doesn't matter though. Ooh.
Tiger walking forward, looking to possibly place some wards. Is also going for the shard next, has the Glimmer already done. Yeah, it's also going to be a hard CK at a very good timing. You're not going to have the damage to kill him.
Luna. Good stun.
This has come in. Tiger, Glimmer Cape, Jim Park walks away, Soulbind onto 2. He drags himself back in. He's trying to get some kills.
Armlet toggle.
Adrian. One toggle was all he could get done. The rest of the team was a bit too late on the move to try and help them out.
Yeah, a bit too greedy there. Just trying to get the Luna. Great awareness from Adrian, getting the sun off. But remember, he's 0 and 7. Just look, the only player, all of the kills on AcatSuki are RoboZ. Everyone else has 0 kills. This is just... this has to be frustrating.
Yeah. So many deaths as well, and everyone. Shido the least, but he's just been farming as safely as he possibly can, and that's not even the easiest.
Definitely not. Even with all the night vision, still being threatened all the time.
BP is close to his Kaya-san, so that will keep him alive a decent amount more. Brewmaster is going Manta style to get rid of the Orchid. He is going to get dragged back. Do they have a way to get the Bruce split off? No, they do not. But they find RoboZ, and that's the only one that actually has a chance at killing an Infinity Hero.
That's
now
another
they know.
kill on the Quap. Still, 100% of AcatSuki's kills lie on the Quap.
Yeah, it's such an easy game for Infinity if they just kill the Quap at this stage. Because statistically, he's the only one that can kill them.
It is a fact.
It's kind of how statistics can fool you.
Very true. Look at the Shrek. Kaya up has a Whisper of the Dread. Just doing absurd amount of damage. We'll get the Sunj for all of that extra tankiness and finds a Kiri. Bam.
Easy cleanup. Demon is also in the meantime
Adrian
going for some nice defensive tools. Has the shard coming up. Top side, Adrian center is just being killed. No stampede available. The Bruce split was used for this. And one rock being thrown out in the end. What does he have? He does have a blink dagger on Adrian at the very least. Can't use it. Jim Park looking for Prada. They actually dragged RoboZ down.
Oh, that's a spell.
That's used. The shard from the Grimstroke coming into play. Prada's going to be the next target. There are Phantasm Illusions. He needs to gain vision. Oh, Prada gets out of range.
Drums and Gossamer Cape.
Gossamer Cape is so good. I think that's the biggest problem with playing CK and Wraith in this match. Freaking Gossamer Cape.
Yeah, you rely on that slow from the first hit. But, yeah, it's not gonna be happening so far. How many Gossamer Capes we have? So, it's a Philosopher's Stone on the Snapfire. Whip on the Quap. Makes lore sense. I like that. Center with the Seeds of Serenity. Doesn't even have a neutral. Advantage of the Gossamer Cape, and special array. Kiri, that's a double kill.
Oscar.
Oh, the Tormentor
And neutral.
Kuprada, actually. Yeah.
Okay. That's an interesting death coming out. Robo Z, Sonic Wave, get rid of the dash. Speaking of which, he's now stuck. He wants to blink.
Okay.
Has a blink in a second, but had to wait. And now PP actually has to man fight them. Gets swapped in underneath the tower. Adrian with the stun. Eclipse comes out. Shido almost dies by just being near him. And Prada will die back, but they find the kill onto PP, and that's what they were looking for.
Well, that's a fair amount of gold. 1,000 gold for Shido. Definitely the hero that needs it most. Finishes his Manta. Not that far away from BKB. But he's far away from that 20, from the shard. And that's what he needs this game. He needs to be able to withstand the initial burst of Infinity.
Also, PP got the free shard from the Tormentor.
Oh, how did he? Does everyone else have a shard?
Both their
they do.
supports have the shards.
Huh.
So
that's
this makes me really happy because I just hate it when I see Leshrax not buy the shard for so long in the game. I think
it's laps.
it's game winning how good that shard is.
It really is.
Oh, Jim Park's got the full heart. It's going AC next. Yep, more HP, more.
They're showing the Lesh bottom, by the way, as they go high ground, but they will quickly TP here to find Robo Z with the TP up. Where's the missile? Oh.
Ooh, that's
So
gonna be a
close.
long sprint from the missile. Fly.
All right, keep following it, Observer. Don't.
Observer,
No. Focus
missing
on
the
the missile. That's what
Missile,
matters.
it's flying in the trees. Above.
Above.
It's almost at the.
No.
Oh, it actually stuns Robo Z.
Yeah, he did. It was glorious.
Reported right there.
What a shame. Well, Shido is farming in a pretty deep area here, so Infinity will not be aware of where he is so far. But it also means he's not pushing the waves. They're going for Roche.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, get that Aegis, walk up the high ground. Give that Aegis, of course, to the Lesh so that he can't get the Diabolic Edict damage on the high ground. Could also give it to CK, but that's a sucker's play.
I'm curious to see if it's actually going to pick up. I think there's an argument for Jim Park to hold it, honestly, but considering that PP did make room for his inventories, I think it is the Leshrac that's going to pick it up.
Yeah, the CK obviously is great if he comes back from the dead, but it's already going to be a tough challenge to kill him, and Lesh can die a lot easier. And also, he just does so much building damage that when you're playing against a Feng who's now 11, they don't know how far he is for 12. The swap is a big threat.
Bench. Hello.
Ooh,
Wait, he
Prada.
didn't use. Huh.
Okay, doesn't have the range for it, but up the high ground they go. And they're with the shard. He's going to stand in his little defensive area. Speaking of which, the what? Kiri? Okay, sure. Okay. He just literally is like walking by and he got grabbed off the street by Jim Park. Like, nope, mine.
Yeah, not only
Base,
Snapfire
I
is theirs, the entire base is theirs. No response. There's a Luna BKB, but they are okay. Looks like Shido is now walking.
And these splitters as well, really tough to fight in that area. We're gonna need to get the Prada swap, which they do onto Jim Park.
Really
trying to
good.
knock him down. And Jim Park is dead. They actually popped the Aegis as well with the Eclipse damage coming through. Bruce Split comes out as well from the Panda, looking to continue the fight. Robo Z, BKB revealed. PP is actually in trouble. They might just get a double here, and if they're not careful, a triple. This Brewmaster is in a bit of a predicament here. Does still have the Manta style to get rid of any debuffs possibly coming through, but Oscar on the run right now. Homing missile, stun onto Adrian. Oscar, he does still get chased, but should be able to disengage. That is A lot better than I expected it would go.
That swap on Parker, I know he's 4k HP. You would expect him to be tankier, but only 15 armor. That Luna with the shard and the damage, that was okay. That was a respectable amount of damage. Also, no dispel on the CK, right? No Manta, no BKB, which means that the Orchid does have extreme value on the swap still.
Yeah, the thing is, I would have expected the Inkswell to like pop him up and be okay, but yeah, he didn't even get anything off. He just got blown up. So
I
this
mean, it's
fight
the
did,
swap, right? That's
yeah,
it's
it's a
hard for
bit too
them to.
far. He doesn't have. Well, he does have a blink now. I don't know if he had a blink then.
Yeah, I think it just got it, right? 15 gold. So that was extremely recent.
Yeah, that might be a saving factor in another attempt, but right now, luckily enough, they got the bottom set of racks already in the tier 3 tower mid, but this might significantly delay the game because it would not surprise me if Infinity wait until the next Roshan.
Yeah, probably. Although Max Roshan is very far away. Could give AcatSuki some time to farm. They did go from 0% to 4. So, still in the game.
Yeah, it will actually go up a little bit more.
I think so. And the thing with CK is that out of all of these strength carries, I would say he has, the biggest curve down the bottom. He has one of the, if not the best early game of any strength carry. But he does fall off.
He has a weird kind of thing because he falls off in like man fighting, but at any stage in the game he can one shot anyone. So if he
Yes,
like
but
phantasms in the trees and then he jumps on you with a 3-second stun, you're dead.
yeah, he's very like Sven in that regard. He doesn't have a blink dagger yet, but he is going for one, so can probably sell the bracer and get this blink dagger so that this one shot thing he does gets amplified. Let's say it's going to be easier for him to find those openings.
He also has that CK shard at the ready, so we'll be able to bump that one out. It's going back towards the AC.
Wait,
I
did he buy
love
the
the
blink
CK
already?
shard. It's insane.
Oh no,
good.
so he is going AC instead of the blink. All right.
Increases cast range of Chaos Bolt and causes it to create Phantasm Illusion to attack the target. Yeah, supports just die. If you throw it on a Vengeful Spirit, he just gets top down. Luckily, Prada is very close to his Aghanim Scepter. That is a very big item. It's the only reason Vengeful Spirit actually works.
Yep. 900 gold away. Not too shabby. Roche still pretty far. He could be possibly getting it. Also, thankfully, Snapfire does have a Philosopher's Stone, which means the Vlads, this Force Staff, they are all going to be completed. And the Vlad's Revenge Aura, that feels so good.
Wait, okay. Tiger's going for an A on this guy. I want to see that Aghanim Scepter on the Grimstroke. Again, you're playing against Luna, so Luna illusions. Even if he pushes out the wave with the Luna, you get that illusion, and it just messes with them heavily.
Oh, for sure. That's really strong. And look at that, Shido. Got a Nemesis Curse. Very strong once you get to level 20 with the Moonglaze fired.
And Kanda, which is almost done as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're getting at some pretty good territory here. And there you go. 5%. That's the highest they've been for the last 7 minutes.
Well, they will find themselves Prada. No TP out for the Vengeful Spirit. Will drop dead. Robozy pops the BKB. That on cooldown against the Lash is a bit scary.
Yeah, no buy on bench as well. No glyph. This is maybe 2 sets of barracks? Is the game over?
Yeah, they're about to get mega.
Huh.
And
Luna
Barkna
is
also
level
finally
20.
has armor. think
You
that's
gotta
also
fight right now.
yeah, it's gone. If no venge swap makes it really tough to start an engagement. You could go for the jump in, but that puts you in position where Tiger could help you out. And they're just gonna get mega. Bruce Blood even committed here to kill it with the demolish. Centaur tries to stampede out of there, but he's gonna get taken down. Robo-Z chased by the homing missile will get bonked on the head. PP is gonna chase him down, and Robo-Z is gone. Buyback is available. Shido pops the BKB and Eclipse, but Jim Park doesn't really care that much, or does he? The Sonic Wave does push him back a bit and makes it a bit scarier, but nonetheless, GG gets called, and Infinity take game number 1, and a couple of moves that cost them a bit, but overall Infinity were way superior in this first game.
Yeah, absolutely demolishing the lane stage. This is probably the hardest stomp we've seen in the lanes. And we've seen a lot of those today. A lot of 2-0s. Just want to point out though,